This is the problem. Last time I went live, the microphone was off. Dummy. Like, why would you have this expensive microphone here? Somebody wrote on one of the comments, and I don't care what people write on the comment, but somebody wrote on the comment, this guy quit the radio to go home and use a potato for a mic. It's not a potato for a mic, yo. Oh, my fly is open. That's tragic. Oh my God. Oh no, come on, yo. I'm getting dressed. I was on live. All right, we're gonna start this thing over. We're gonna act like that never happened. We're gonna act like that never even happened. Let me bring y'all in closer on the freaking YouTube, Twitter, so you could see me, so you could hear me. Can you hear me? And the chat going over there. What up? What up? What up? You're Jack and Cheese. What up? What up? What up? Friday night is Friday night, and I feel all right. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. About to go touch the city, bro. Hold on, let me see. Hold up. Let me see what they saying on TikTok. On TikTok, I see y'all pulling up on the TikTok, getting a few people in here. Invite New York Post Sports to join as a guest. I don't think so. I don't think that is what we're going to be doing ever. Let's go to the first comment. What's up, sir? Appreciate you and your take on sports. Dad bod 519. Boy, dad, no dad bod. That's the mantra I go by. But thanks for the comment. Just got the #1 gifter badge. Who's going to coach Michigan? Oh boy, let's talk about that. Sharon Moore, no more. No. He had a big no. Buddy, why would you risk your family first off, your wife, your marriage, your 3 daughters, their entire lives, the rest of your lives? Why would you put that in jeopardy? 1. 2, brother, you are the first black coach at the University of Michigan. Now, I'm not about to do what Ryan Clark did. But brother, you got to know, with great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility, and you can't be out here moving like that in these streets. I don't care at all that it's a white girl. I think a lot of y'all make too much of that. It trips me out whenever somebody sees a black man with a white girl. We are Americans. It is not 1930. It's closer to 2030, you feel me? So I don't care that it was a white girl, but what I do care is that it was a young girl that I think went to the school, worked at the school, and was like his executive assistant. And they said she made $45,000. Let me do this. Y'all will hear me better right here. Connected. Y'all will hear me better through here. The young woman, I don't know her name. Most people will not know her name. She was making $45K. And then all of a sudden, she was bumped up to making $90K. Okay, that doesn't raise any red flags. That doesn't make anybody think, hey, what's going on here? What'd you do to get such a raise? Actually, I don't want to know what you did. We'll leave that to somebody else's imagination. But man, him supposedly going to her house and threatening to kill himself and kill her, this is something out of a bad Lifetime movie. And Buddy made a mistake of a lifetime. And there's no way to recover from that. Now, I don't care about the conspiracy theories that have gone on. There's some conspiracy theories where people were talking about they wanted him out. He didn't beat Ohio State, so they wanted him out or whatever. I'm looking with the jacket and the sweater. Good. We still good. We still good. It's gonna be too hot for me to sit here with all this on, but it is what it is because I'm gonna be outside in the cold. So I'm packing some heat into me right now. 50 Shades of Gray, you heard? But yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. I feel for his wife and his daughters during the holiday time that for 4 years he was having an affair with this woman, and he did it in plain sight. I won't even say he was hiding it in plain sight. Like, you're with this girl every day. People see you, bro. Like, you can't be hitting that. You know what I'll close with? It's a power thing. Men, as I just was talking about, right? Him having with great power comes great responsibility. Men too often, they get drunk off the power and they think they can do anything, and that's the exact opposite. When you have the power and the privilege and you get put into a spot where many people are looking at you, many people are jealous of you, many people want to be you, boy, you got to move carefully. You got to move strategically. And Sharon Moore, he's going to go down as an all-time fail with that, man. That is crazy, bro. Actually, here, let me do this because the TikTok chat is going off. And I can't. I'm about to plug in the. Let me plug in my monitor, and I'll plug in the monitor, and I can see the TikTok chat better over here. You feel me? And for you TikTokers, I'm not going to type to you there, but the TikTok chat has more than my YouTube chat. Shout out to Jack going crazy in the chat though. Jack and Cheese, bro. I see you, bro. I see you, fam. I see you, family. Appreciate you, bruh. He says, I can hear you loud and clear. He said, bro, at UM got caught up in that college punani. Damn, that's when we hit him with the, I worked on the sound effects. Shout out to my boy Choi. Right? Now we got the sound effects in the live. Where they at, bro? I just loaded up a bunch of sound effects. So now in the live, right, you could be like, bro at UM got caught up in that college punani. Bro got caught up in that college punani. Hit him with the gong show. Bing bong. I got a bunch of different sounds now. Oh, here's a perfect sound effect coming up. Buddy got caught up, bro, and that's another thing, bro. At least make it a Dua Lipa type. Nah, don't. That's the wrong message to send, y'all. Don't do it at all, whether she's fine or not. I don't want to make it about what the young lady looked like, because to me, I'm like, damn, you risked it for that? You're bugging out. At least make it a baddie. At least let it be somebody that, like, nope, don't do it. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. But after all that, Jack,
you're fired.
There's the sound effect.
You're fired.
Donald Trump.
You're fired.
You're fired. Anyway, yeah, we're working on some things, bro. We are gonna have call capabilities for you guys to be able to call. Shout Rodney in here. What up, Rodney? I need more water. Damn. Yo, I had to get the agua. And sometimes you just get that. Rodney, what up? Funkmaster Flex Bomb. Yup. All right. I want to hit the people in the TikTok chat. They're going crazy. All right. Now I'm on TikTok on my monitor. Let's see if I can tap into my live and then I could talk to y'all like that. I don't know, man. I got to go to view profile, enter live. Yeah. Yo, now I'm in the chat. Okay, so in the chat, let's see. Randall said, I would have never think he would have been messed up. Let me turn this. He said, I would have never think he would have been messed up. I watched a lot of games. I mean, those games don't have anything to do with what Buddy's doing off the field. Michael says, why is Cohen tanking the Mets? We'll get to the Mets in 1 minute. Randall says he's got to have a mental health illness. Pam says, you are too much, Keith. Sound is muffled. Is it just me? Now, I switched to this. Here, this is what we got to do. Is the sound still muffled now? Anybody else in the TikTok chat? I have my Bluetooth in. The sound was probably muffled when I was just using the iPhone. Should be straight now. But we'll get to the baseball because I see a lot of baseball stuff popping up. KM sound is off. Okay, it's all good. We still good. We still good. We still good. Because I have those mics. That clip on. If you guys saw my latest TikTok drop, my latest video about how crazy New York is, and you got to be a little crazy to be in New York, and you got to do some crazy things, and it's a risk just living in New York. So if you're not going to risk it, like, why even bother type, you know? Let me see here. I got y'all up way too high on TikTok. That's better, though. That's better. That's better, yo. Yeah, I like that. I like that right there. I like that shot up there because you can see my whole yada I mean. Feel me? You can see my whole backdrop. So I like that right there. But we stepping out tonight, boy. We gonna step out for a little bit. I was out last night. We were out in Brooklyn at my wife's holiday party. It was a good time, and I was at the Odyssey WFAN party before that. Yeah, your boy is washed. But yeah, all right, let's get to some other stuff in the chat. I see all you guys, you know. Let's see. Before we get into the baseball stuff, right? Jack says, did you listen to BT and Sal today? Somebody else said that. Jojo said, bro, tough break for BT and Sal. And somebody else in the TikTok chat said something about BT and Sal. So I'm going to address that right now. Honestly, I was not listening to BT and Sal live today. I had calls all day. Like if I look at my calendar right now, I did go back and listen, but when I look at my calendar, and I didn't go to sleep last night till like 1 because like I said, we were out. And I got up to take my son to school at like 8. I came back. I went back to sleep. I had a call at 10 a.m., a call at 10:30, a call at 11:30. I just got off a call at 4:30 to 5. So when I was in the gym, I had saw some of the chatter on Twitter, and I had got a couple texts from friends who basically were like, yo, are you listening to BT and Sal right now? And so I went back and listened. But listen to me, like, I got a ton of respect for those guys. I can't tell you how hard it is to do what they did because I didn't have to do it. But I can imagine, you know, there's still a lot of goofies that think I was fired or I was removed or I got pushed out of WFAN. Go ahead, believe whatever you want to believe, whatever helps you sleep better at night. I'm sleeping good. We still good. I'm sleeping good these days. I'm not up till 3, 4 in the morning. But as I did listen to them and I saw the stuff on social media, I just thought about like, I don't know if I have the maturity that they have the professionalism that they have to go on air and do what they did the last couple weeks when the news that leaked, it leaked about them basically being fired and WFAN change. It leaked during their show. I can't tell you how much I respect those guys. I can't tell you how professional that is, how hard that is. And then, like, so many people look at us radio hosts like we're not regular people. We are. Like, we aren't husbands. Like, we aren't fathers. Like, we aren't brothers. Like, we aren't, you know what I'm saying? And then you peel back a layer. It's the holiday season. It's the holiday time. And it's a tough time to, like, be told, like, you're done. But it's a cold game. It's a cold business. It's New York. You got to be a little crazy to survive around here in New York. It's cutthroat. And it's like, I don't know. I just want to send a shout out to BT and Sal. I text them both, and I've been texting them both. But, like, I didn't have a farewell goodbye show. And I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know what else you guys need to know. Like, I wasn't forced out. Like, so, like, but, like, I can't imagine how tough it is to go in there and still perform, to go in there and still talk about sports and not just be in your own head about your own future and your own situation, you know. And shout out to BT and Sal. Actually, I'll use this opportunity to promote them because I'm like that, you know. I'm the type that I try to show love, and I will use my platform to help anybody that I feel like, you know, should, you know, deserves it and should get some help. So let me pull this right now and pop this up on the screen for you guys that are watching, especially my people down in the shore, the wavy babies in Monmouth County. BT and Sal announced today that they will be doing a show in Red Bank at the Count Basie Theater. And as soon as I saw that, I said, I'm in there. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, I will see you guys there. I will be there to support. So make sure you guys buy tickets. Here it is on StreamYard. So people are seeing this on my YouTube channel, McPherson Brand on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, people are seeing this on Twitch, at Keith McPherson on Twitch. People are seeing this on X, at Keith McPherson. For the TikTok chat, you guys can't see it, so follow me on other platforms. It's an evening with BT and Sal, a celebration of the true voices of New York sports. Very special guest, Aaron Boone, enjoying an evening of reflection, sports talk, audience Q&A, and more. Thursday, January 22nd at 7:30 p.m., the Vogel at the Count Basie Theater. It's the Count Basie Center for Arts, 99 Monmouth Street, Red Bank, New Jersey. You can buy tickets at myconcerts.net. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to those guys. Now let's hit quickly the sports stuff. Let's quickly hit the conversations about the Mets and the Yankees and whatnot. And I'll first go to the TikTok chat to kind of clear that, right? So one of the first things that popped up in the TikTok chat, Michael said, why is Cohen tanking the Mets? I don't believe Steve Cohen is tanking the Mets. I believe Steve Cohen is allowing the man that he is paying a lot of money to do his thing. Let's switch the lights now that we switching the topic real quick. Let's switch the lights. To switch the lights, I got to be in the phone. So sorry, I'm close right here. Too close, man. You're too close, man. You're too close, man. You're too close, man. What color do I want here? Let's go with like I think red would be dope. Let's go with a little red hue. Let me go here and change the background to red here. Bear with me. Bear with me, folks. I'm changing the light and the vibe. I need to be able to just do this from some type of controller, but there are multiple lights and they're connected off different things, so you can't really do that like that. But we're about to talk baseball real quick before I dip off. We've already hit Sharon Moore. We've already hit BT and Sal, and I wish them the best of luck. And those guys are professionals, and they have other jobs, and they're gonna do other things, and like, if you've been paying attention to me, like, don't cry for us. We are the chosen ones. We are the blessed ones. We are the ones that got the opportunity to be on the platform to reach so many people. And we're hustlers too. If you know anything about BT and Sal and me, like we weren't grandfathered in. There was no like nepotism to just put us there. BT, Sal, and myself, our pops did not hook it up. Our grandfathers did not hook it up. We grinded and worked to get to where we were. So they'll be fine. Show goes on. And let me turn these bright lights down. Oh, so now we got a little different vibe, a little red vibe, a little red light vibe here. Yeah. So as I was saying, man, Steve Cohen is not tanking the Mets. Oh, we got super chats. Chris throwing money. If they throwing money, you acknowledge the bread. $5 super chat. Are y'all throwing money in TikTok? I can't see if y'all donating to TikTok, man. Listen, $5 goes a long way, man. I'm about to go to the bar, open bar. And when you go to open bar, all you need is like $20, man. All you need is like a $5 bill, man. I'm going to hit each bartender with a 5. If there's a good-looking lady bartender, she'll get the 10. And then we do our thing. Appreciate the $5 from my guy, Chris. Chris says, how does one stay positive when nobody supports, believes in you? Start with God. Start with God. None of us are strong enough to handle life's struggles and burdens on our own. And that's why we believe in a higher power. Now, as far as believing in yourself, man, F everybody else. I've always been like that. Because in my life, I've stacked so many wins, and I've failed a lot too, but I've stacked so many wins that, like, I'm so confident at this point, like, I can't be shaken. So Chris says, how does one stay positive when nobody believes in you? Your belief in God and your belief in yourself has to be so strong that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who doesn't believe. But the New York Mets slogan is, you got to believe. And I don't believe the Mets are in a good spot. I believe David Stearns has put himself in a crazy spot as far as what he has to do now to make this team better. This was an 83-win team last year, and you lose Edwin Diaz, or you trade away Nimmo, you lose Edwin Diaz, you lose Pete, and you have Marcus Semien. So, to start with Michael and talk about the Mets, even with the Robert Suarez move, because all of us were saying, well, they got to go get Robert Suarez now. You can't get him. He went to the Braves, and not even to be the closer. The Mets got Devin Williams, bro. Ew. The Mets' big move of the offseason is Devin Williams. Tragic. A shame. Life comes at you quick, Mets fans. This time last year, you were parading around about Juan Soto. This time last year, you were just couldn't stop throwing it in Yankee fans' faces about, we got Juan Soto, we're the big brothers now, and couldn't stop talking about the World Series you were going to win and what you were going to do. Where you at now? What the fuck? Where you at now? Where you at now? All right, let's show some love to some people in here. The Mets, to close the conversation on the Mets, it ain't looking good. But it's a long offseason still, and I just think that David Stearns has his work cut out for him, and that's what he wants, right? He wants to build the Mets the way that he wants to. If I'm going to be critiqued, if I'm the president of baseball operations, then let me do my thing. Let me do what I got to do. As far as the Yankees go, I saw somebody in the chat say, so do you think Bellinger and that's it for the Yanks? The Mets are interested in Cody Bellinger too, right? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Cody Bellinger and that's it. Keep your expectations low. Keep your hopes and your wants and your Christmas list to a minimum, yo. Keep that down because, like, you're just going to be disappointed when it doesn't come through. Let's see. Is there any way the Mets will be better than last year? Yeah, because that's baseball. We don't know. We can't call it. But you still, like, you need pitching now, and now you got to replace Alonso's production, and you don't have a closer that's of the caliber of Edwin Diaz. I don't care what anybody says, bro. Devin Williams is not like that. I've seen it with my own eyes. What are the Yankees doing, man? Are we going after any big free agents? Not yet. Not yet. We got Trent Grisham at home. Not yet. Not yet. Joe's McFly in the chat. Hi, friend. I know you. Joe's, we got a link, bro. Now I'm back in the stream game. I will wrap this live up. I'm talking to my wife right now. We'll wrap this live up before you bring the crazy one, the crazy head, the Jackaman back. And then I will leave once you come back with Jackson. Okay, so we got like less than 10 minutes on this live, folks. But yo, the legendary Joe's McFly from the BX viral movie, Mr. Do It All. This guy does streams in gaming, anime, obviously baseball, all baseball, not just Yankees baseball. A legend from nothing to something, built an empire. Joe's McFly. I think that deserves a round of applause. I just gave him the applause in the StreamYard chat. That's my guy, Joe's. I got a sidebar with you, bro. I got to hit you, bro. With the Yankees, I'm chilling. My expectations are nada. So I can't be disappointed. Like, Cash went to the winter meetings just to hang out and have conversations in Orlando for a couple of days. He came out of there with nothing. He wasn't bidding on Edwin Diaz. He wasn't bidding on Pete Alonso. You know what I'm saying? So, terrible week for the Met fan. But, like, if you're a Yankee fan, you just wait. It's a wait-and-see approach here. It's a wait-and-see approach. 26 lockout is a problem for signings. Yeah, if you don't think GMs are considering December 1st of 2026, we're definitely locking out. Of course they are. Of course they are. Nick in Morganville in the chat. What up, my guy? Appreciate you, bro. All the support, all the years, bro. We ain't done. We ain't done. I think we ain't done yet. StreamYard chat is going crazy. I got to get back to y'all in the StreamYard chat. Let's see. Casual Gamer says, hey, Keith. Jimmy says, what's good, Keith? What's good, fellas? Who's more asleep at the wheel, Stearns or Cashman? Cashman. Stearns is not making these moves. That's the thing. Stearns is opting out. He's declining to make the move. He knows what's about to go down. He knows what's about to happen. He's not doing that stuff, bro. He's not beat. Like, he does not want to pay Pete Alonso what the Orioles paid him. You know? Edwin Diaz never went back to him after the Dodgers gave him that money. McPherson, is Wemby the number one for players under 25 in the NBA? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I every time I talk about Wemby, he's a freak. He's an alien. He doesn't make sense to me. When I almost am like freaked out watching him play because of his length. Pause. Excuse me. His, how do I say his length? Pause. Like how long his arms are and his legs are, and how his ability to defend and his ability to shoot and his ability to get to the rack. It's just different than anybody we've ever seen. So, LaMelo, Ja, or Trae Young, who would you build around the next 5 years? None. None of the above. Can I put none of the above? I don't want to build around any of those three players. LaMelo, Ja, or Trae Young. And I don't really know why Trae Young would be in. I don't know. No. Ross says, what up? Ross, you know what? What Ross just said, he said, this is worse. This worse than this end game with the fan shakeup. I had the thought today or maybe yesterday, I was like, there is a Met fan out there who is also a fan of the current WFAN roster, and they're having a terrible week. There's a fan out there, and it might be Ross, who is a Met fan and a WFAN fan, and what they've known for the last few years, the last 4 years of like Mets games with Edwin Diaz and Brandon Nimmo and Pete Alonso and listening to the fan with BT and Sal and Keith McPherson, they are in shambles. But we're going to be all right, folks. We will be all right, man. We will be okay. We'll be better than okay. I need a little bit more light here. Bro. All right, I'm about to step out. Bro. I'm about to go get on a train. About to go and hit this party real quick in the city, shake some hands, take some pictures, take some shots, and we'll be back. I hadn't been able to go live because I was doing a lot of calls and meetings and holiday parties and stuff like that. Let's see. We'll wrap this up though. Okay. Yeah, I see. I'm just getting texts about what time to get on the train and whatnot. Let's talk about Baker Mayfield point shaving. No, we'll do some other lives. I'll do another live at some point. Maybe Sunday NFL football. Maybe Sunday NFL football. So, yo, for you TikTokers, man, if you're not following me, make sure you're following me. Go check out some of the content, right? Like 99 messages. Like, how is that possible? How do I have that many messages on TikTok? There's 17 people on the TikTok. I think concurrent at one time was like the highest I saw was like 40 something. I don't know how TikTok works, but I'm figuring it out. And then on StreamYard, YouTube, Twitter, let's see, quick invites. No, I'm not inviting anybody to this live because I'm about to end it here at 6:15, like right as we're hitting 35 minutes, because my son is about to come in here and be the Tasmanian devil, and y'all don't want no problems with that. Y'all don't want that kind of smoke. So, yo, thanks for watching on TikTok. Hit me up, like some posts, send me a DM. I will respond. Last one from TikTok. Keith, you think New York would ever start another sports station? Yeah, they did. It's called ESPN. It used to be 98.7. Now it's only on streaming, and they bought an Odyssey station, 880, where the Mets are played. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching over there. And then, yeah, right here, we'll close this out. Bill popped up. What up, Bill? Yo, Friday night, about to go get right in the city. Make it shake out here. Pause. I don't know if I could keep saying make it shake out here. Like, you know, that was a saying that people used to use, but like I think that's a plausible.
Pause.
I don't know about make it shake. What you make what shake? What you mean? Make it shake. I'm about to make some moves. I'm about to make the city, make the city shake. Like, I don't know. Clint Frazier said on his podcast to dump Wells and Volpe. Thoughts on that? I still believe in Wells. My thoughts are they are not dumping Wells and Volpe. They're guys that they drafted and developed, and they are cost effective. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Like, if you're over there on the YouTube chat, we have gained like 300 YouTube subscribers in the last 3 weeks. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I don't know where all these people coming from, but I'm going to keep doing some lives and evolving this thing because I appreciate all y'all in here, whether you watch for a minute or whether you watch all these, whether you are in the chat, whether you're just anonymously lurking. I appreciate it. Big shout out to Chris throwing money in the chat. We are monetized over here, and that number is going up. They pay out every $100, and we're close. So everybody be safe, be good. And now I'm closing every one of these streams. Stay up, stay blessed, stay up, and stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. And I just got ready. I'm ready to go.